I want to pose a question to everyone. And this also, I believe, goes along the lines of resting in Him, resting. Could it be that you have or you struggle with hearing the voice of the Father and having an intimate and personal relationship with the Father because you're so convoluted by what you have set in place or misconstrued as your spiritual father?
Yeah, it's Matthew 20. I know it was Matthew. I just didn't know
Yeah, I
which
know it
chapter
was
or
in
verse.
there.
Matthew 23, verse 9.
Could you read, because starting at verse 1, and I want people to read this. I want you to pray on this. And we already know about Paul because Paul looked at people. He had Timothy, and Timothy was like a son to him. And the Bible talked about Paul having sons and daughters, right? But I want to read this to see what Jesus said about this and why he said this. And you said that's Matthew 10?
Matthew 23,
Matthew 23, verse.
9.
Okay. Could you start reading from verse 1, please?
Then Jesus said to the crowds and to his disciples, "The teachers of religious law and the Pharisees are the official interpreters of the law of Moses. So practice and obey whatever they tell you, but don't follow their example, for they don't practice what they preach. They crush people with unbearable religious demands and never lift a finger to ease the burden. Everything they do is for show. On their arms, they wear extra wide prayer boxes with scripture verses inside, and they wear robes with extra long tassels. And they love to sit at the head of the table at banquets and in the seats of honor in the synagogues. They love to receive respectful greetings as they walk in the marketplaces and to be called rabbi. Don't let anyone call you rabbi, for you have only one teacher, and all of you are equal as brothers and sisters. And don't address anyone here on earth as father, for only God in heaven is your father. And don't let anyone call you teacher, for you have only one teacher, the Messiah."
So Jesus becomes our ultimate example. And the reason that this was so key is because the Pharisees were becoming so enamored by their title. They were so puffed up. They was full of pride. So it was like, you call me teacher, you call me father, you call me this. And if you notice with Jesus, by all account, the relationship that Jesus had with the disciples, whom he called, he picked out one by one. One would say that they were his spiritual sons, but he never referred to them as that. He referred to them as his disciples.
Right.
He always referred to the Father as the Father and told us to refer to the Father as the Father. So when he's saying don't call anyone Father, he's saying that your spiritual father is God.